And then I thought, wow, you know what'd be really cool is like a wall of plants.
Hey everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Johanna. You can find me here on YouTube and on Instagram as Lake Effect Plant Lover. Today I'm going to teach you how to make a moss trellis. You are going to need a trellis. You do not necessarily need a 6-foot long trellis. I just had the crazy idea that that's what I wanted to do. It took me a while. It took me a while to cover that with moss. You are going to need moss. It took me 4 bags of moss to cover my 6-foot long trellis. You are going to need a bowl or any sort of container that you're going to soak your moss while you are working on it because it's easier to work with when it's wet. You are going to need scissors to cut the fishing line, which you are also going to need. I recommend using a thicker fishing line as opposed to a thinner one. And you're going to need patience because it takes a while and it gets frustrating and you're going to drop your fishing line and then you're going to scream. You're going to decide, why did I decide to do this? But you know what? In the end, it's worth it. I swear. It looks really, really cool. I cannot wait to see how my plant matures. And speaking of which, you're going to need a plant that you're going to train up. I recommend any sort of small leaf monstera, pothos, any philodendron, any vining plant that has aerial roots would probably be a really good contender for this. So let's go outside and get started. I filmed this over the course of 3 or 4 weeks because I had to wait for a nice day because I wanted to do this outside, more or less winter here already. I think the low tonight is 20 already and it's only November.
I don't know if this is going to be successful or not, which is why you guys are following along. You probably would want to subscribe and see if this ends up working. You're going to want to see how this matures and if it works. I know you will because you're going to want to do this. So let's get started and covering this with moss. I mean, I'm going to cover from like here. Well, I don't know. We'll see. What I found out makes it easier. First of all, you always want to leave a tail. This is what you're going to tie it to at the end. I always do a square knot, which is left over right, right over left, because it helps stay tight and it doesn't come undone. Here's a couple tricks I've learned. Want to make sure that your fishing line is taut. Take your moss and it's soaking because it's easier to work with wet moss. And I don't wring it out all the way, all right? And this is something I just figured out. I work with less than more. Damn it. So I didn't wring it all the way out. What you're going to do is you're going to wring it all the way out on here because it sticks to it better, stays on there as you are wrapping it. Make sure your tail stays out of the way. And hopefully you can see, because I'm not looking at the camera, how I'm keeping this taut and you're wrapping it a few times, kind of getting the moss to wrap around, but I'm not too concerned about getting it on the back. And the other thing I have figured out is you want to, I don't know how to explain it, so you want the string facing here, and because as you're going around, you're able to keep it taut, whereas if you had it this way, it's not as easy to keep it taut because it's going to keep on unraveling. I'm going to show you one more time what I'm doing. So you're taking your moss. I get this moss at Lowe's. I hated Home Depot's because it's all super stemmy. This has a little bit of string, which I don't really want in there, and it's kind of stemmy, but it's really nice quality moss. Wring it out, but I'm not wringing it out that much. I'm going to wring it out on here, and that helps the moss stick while I ravel. Make sure this is taut, make sure the string is facing here, and then you wrap. Okay, now you know why I was making a giant moss trellis. Try saying moss trellis 10 times fast because I've said it so many times and it's quite the tongue twister. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use this Velcro to start training it to go up. Cebu blue is known to get fenestrations if it grows upright. That's kind of my goal here. I've had the Cebu blue up here for about 2 weeks, so I know it really likes the spot. It's growing like crazy. Each of these Cebu blue have a plastic tray underneath, so I can just water them on the spot. I don't have to take them off to water. I am hoping that they will like being on the trellis and they'll kind of just start to get bigger leaves. All right, let's get started training these guys to go up it.
figure out a technique because I don't think anyone else has ever done this before. I am excited to see how it turns out. Please let me know if you are going to be crazy enough to attempt to make a moss trellis as well. I really want to see your result. If you think that my idea is crazy and it's not going to work, I really want to hear from you. Like I said, this is the first time I've ever done it. I don't know if anybody else has done it. Subscribe so you can see what it looks like down the road. I'm sure you guys want to know, right? Thank you so much for watching and have a great day or night whenever you're watching this. I hope it's great.